2, 3, 4.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Mudblood podcast with myself, William Thompson.
And myself, Sean McDonald.
Sean McDonald. Sadly, Paddy is sick. He went to London for a premiere and he got ill. Was he around the Brits too much? Who fucking knows?
Must have been allergic to them.
I know. He hates them, bless him.
So you're stuck with me
Aye.
this week, unfortunately.
Get well soon, Patrick. What's the crack anyway, man?
Nothing. Bad hair day today.
I won't lie. You wear hats that much, I rarely see your hair.
So you know what? I wear a hat on the mornings where I've slept in.
Right.
So that's like, and I haven't had time to get up.
I just heavily brush it over to the side. That's if I haven't styled it, that's how you know I've slept in.
Yeah.
Did you sleep in as well today?
Yeah.
Fucking.
So I was at practice until like 11 o'clock, and then had to sit and edit stuff last night because I knew today was going to be chocker blocked.
Alright.
So
Gonna be what?
chocker blocked.
Chocker blocked?
Never heard that phrase.
Choco blocked?
Chocker blocked.
What's chocker blocked? I've heard choco blocked.
How that's choco blocked? That
That's
sounds
what
like,
I've heard.
That sounds like you've got fucking constipation.
That's what it is, choco blocked.
No, chocker blocked is like when
Is this
the
a West?
traffic-
Is this a Westy thing
It
where you
might
guys
be.
say things collectively wrong?
It might be.
It's definitely
Because-
choco blocked.
No, chocker blocked. You say traffic is chocker blocked. Like it's full.
No, it's choco
You
blocked,
might-
and you do that Westy thing where you just put an R where there is no R. You just love a random R. It's like when Paddy says hi, he doesn't say hi.
Har.
Har. That's how he
How?
says hi. Yeah. It's choco blocked. I had a friend one time.
Choco blocked.
We
Is
put
that is it actually constipation?
No, it's just like when there's traffic on the road, choco block.
But what the fuck where does choco come?
I don't-
Where does chocker come from either?
I think chocker comes from choco and then you fucking R in there.
Yeah.
Although
that's
I remember I had a friend, someone went, I'll be there soon. We wrote in the group chat, be there soon. It's choco block on the roads. And he went, I think you'll find the phrase is chocolate blocked. And we went, everyone in the chat went, what the fuck did you say? So yeah, the phrase chocolate blocked. Like, no, it's definitely fucking not chocolate blocked.
No, that's the way you say it in Methody.
Yeah, hot chocolate block. Hot chocky walkie.
No, I like chocker block better though. I like to say it's chocker. I'm refusing. That's also the West Belfast arrogance coming out.
nah.
And like, nope.
We just need
Not
another
changing.
Westie in the room to tell me I'm wrong.
Yeah.
Every time I correct what a Westie is saying, another Westie just appears and goes, nah, he's right. That's how we said.
Yeah, it's just
We just got
fucking
words and saying wrong.
confirmation bias.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, and I never did confirmation, so I don't have that bias. You just all do the exact same fucking one. I love it.
So
All I've got in
Fucking-
my head is that fucking... Have you seen that ginger cunt on TikTok? The
What one?
dancing guy, Paul Breach.
no.
Oh, he's a fucking weirdo.
Is he from here?
No, he's English, but he's like 43. And he's just on TikTok fucking dancing and pulling his shirt.
Right.
Oh, he's weird as
It's,
Weird as shit.
Is it like, sort of like your man who was singing all the covers last year? No, the
Nah,
American
he
guy?
was good. I liked him. He was funny. So I mean,
Uh.
like people, but no, this guy's just a fucking weirdo.
I wonder, like, does that guy get much? Has he got much work off of that? Like, has his stock faded? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I mean, he must be what,
that's
late 50s.
yeah.
So
Here's
you sort of think, has life peaked for him right now?
I mean, if you're in your late 50s and life peaking was you were big on TikTok, take some paracetamol and run a bath, mate, because that's fucking grim. But it's just like, that's what it's like on TikTok. You can get so big on it so quickly,
And then you're
but it will fade just as fast if you're not constantly fucking putting stuff out. Even if you are constantly putting stuff out, people can just go, I'm bored of it now.
yeah.
Like, what was the name of that Scottish guy? And I liked him. He's not dead.
But
But
it makes the fucking
He did the fucking
Burritos with, like,
man,
chips
the
in
Weller
it.
Man Cup. No, we were thinking of way different people. Who was your guy?
the guy that like puts loads of shit in burritos.
I was thinking of the guy who sings sea shanties.
Oh right, yeah, two different people.
Who was your? I've never seen this burrito guy.
This guy just fucking he takes like what is already a meal and then puts it in a burrito So like he'll get like a steak at supper,
Right.
but then put the steak at supper in a wrap, and then put it in a
Chips and
toasty
all?
machine.
Chips.
Chips and all. Yeah. He'll get like a doner kebab that's already in naan. Then put it in a wrap. Make it. I don't know where he gets these like
Is he a
fucking jumbo size wraps.
Is he in a good shape, this guy?
He's like that,
Oh, bastard.
and he fucking makes these videos free a day or something.
I hate people like him.
Yeah, what a cunt.
Do you know what I mean? Get people who just genetics have blessed them. Doesn't matter what, they won't put a fucking drop of weight on.
That was me until I was about 20.
Oh, you fuck. It was me until I was about 12. Wasn't him. That was a fat cunt then, too.
Yeah.
I have a friend who's like big and jacked and shit.
I
I was
think
talking about diet with him. Oh, sorry, what?
no, I think living in the Holy Lands mess with my genetics.
As he takes a sweet. I blame the Holy Lands. Whoa.
Back away, damn suits.
Thank you. I have a friend who's like into the gym. He's big and jacked and stuff. And I was talking about diet because I'm trying to get back in the fucking gym. And he was like, I just have one snack a day and then my 3 meals. I went, what's your snack? He goes, just like a large Goodfellas pizza. And I was like, fuck off. I have that. And I either don't shit for 3 days or shit 3 days in one shit. 3
Yeah.
days worth of shit in one shit.
It's like you do the whole Slim and World diet.
Yeah.
You're tracking your carbs and your fucking how much calories you're taking in, and you're like, oh, brilliant. For the last 2 weeks, I've lost 2 pounds.
Aye.
And then you go, you know what? I deserve a chip. And then it's like you've put on 5.
Yeah, gigging is the worst for that too because we have the adrenaline coming off. And
Yeah.
then you're like, I will have some food or I'll have a drink.
People don't understand that when you come home from a gig, it's like you don't just go, happy days, that's me in from work, I'm gonna go to sleep.
Yeah.
No, you lie like fucking switched on for
Yeah.
another 2 hours.
It's literally like, it is like coming in from a day of work and you're fucking starving. I will eat all manners of shit after a gig.
Yeah.
I'm not eating. There was a time I was going through over Christmas, not eating all day and then eating when I came home. But the only thing available to in the fucking morning is takeaways or McDonald's.
Yeah.
So you end up just putting on weight. Not even eating over your calories, but the only thing you're putting in your body is fucking
Because it's
shit.
the only thing you have time for.
Yeah.
And it's the only thing that's open when you can eat. But I've went this year so far with no takeaways.
Good mom.
But eating that shit like sweets isn't helping. But
I had one takeaway,
yeah.
and I'm so ashamed to be. This was my one takeaway that I had was a fucking guacamole. I had a guacamole.
What a
after
waste.
that. I know. I was sitting there as the like 4 Turkish dudes are shouting at each other behind the fucking counter, and drunk students are filtering in. And I'm sitting there with like a fucking raw bit of chicken and some noodles, and I'm like, why'd I do this?
Explain guacamole.
Guacamole,
uncultured.
for those who don't know the greatness of it, it's like a little Chinese buffet thing.
Slice nightclub.
Yeah. Fuck, that's right. It's a little Chinese buffet that's open to like 3 a.m.
Run by Turkish guys.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a Chinese run by Turkish dudes. So as you can imagine, as it's opening 3 a.m, it's fucking awful.
Yeah.
But I love it. And there was a weird point when I was in uni. You were in uni too around this point, I assume?
I didn't go to uni, but like I just vibed out
You just
in
vibed out.
the same area.
People would come in after a night out because all the nightclubs is closed, but guacamole's still open. So people just bring their carry-outs and jump
Yeah.
on the tables, order a chip, and they let you sit in, and they would fuck the place up.
Yeah, and just there's nothing worse than like sitting trying to eat a fucking chow mein, and you're
Yeah.
looking up and you're seeing like sweaty girls' kebs,
Yeah, well, man,
Come about
yeah.
the table and
Some
you're
people are into that, but
and you're just like,
Tarantino's never out of the fucking place. But like it just every night we just turn into fucking chaos as you're trying to get a honey chili chicken, and some chips. I remember they ended up having to do this thing where they get bands. They charged people entry to sit in it because like
that's what I mean. It's a fucking nightclub.
yeah, it really became that.
Trainer's not the night, man. You're not getting your fucking salted chili chicken.
You ever see the video of the big fat guy pulling the fucking door off the place?
I want my kebab.
I want my kebab.
Fuck. That's what we need to talk about. It's happened this week. Fucking Tesco, dude.
That's right. That's
the
right. I
Dublin Road.
forgot all about that. Fucking
Who do you think you are?
I'm trying to defend myself. Comes
Hey, somebody touched my dog and the bottle just fell out of me. Every couple of months, we just get an iconic moment
Every
in
time.
Belfast history.
Normally it comes out when it's sunny.
Yeah.
Whenever it's sunny, I'm like, we're going to see someone get their fuck knocked in Botanic any day now.
And people who would just be normal fucking NPCs on the street,
Yeah.
then become fucking icons,
Fucking hate.
local legends.
The invention of the camera phone was the worst thing that ever happened to Belfast.
You ever see those memes and it's like, you know, high society would look if the wheel was invented 50 years earlier.
Yeah.
And it's like how Belfast would look if
Yeah.
it was camera phones in 1990.
Yeah. It's like, you just have everyone caught being terrorists, but everything, like, that dude, not normally do they annoy me. He annoyed me.
But the whole, the feelings I got watching it, I mean, it was a roller coaster. But the biggest thing is I turned into fucking Poirot because I was going, what the fuck happened here?
Yeah.
Was he stealing? Like, did somebody fucking attack his dog? You know, was it his
even
fault?
if someone
Like,
fucking roundhouse kicked his dog in the jaw, doesn't make a bottle fall out of you.
Yeah.
He was
The
definitely
bottle-
stealing.
Was he stealing?
Definitely stealing.
There's
Had
no
to be.
other... But it's such a random thing to say.
Yeah. Or was he just mental?
Yeah, he could have just been mental.
But like, I love he chases the staff for fucking play to them.
Don't whack him.
Just don't even acknowledge him. Just go out the back. And
Like,
then,
who the fuck do you think you are pushing me?
because he walks
Where's
up
my dog?
There's another guy who walks up and pushes the guy
Yeah.
who looks like Happy Gilmore's fucking boss. And then that guy, you can see just before the camera fades to black, you can see a guy getting really close and swinging back, and then everything's just black, and you can just hear that dude get this fuck knocked in.
Then, there's a point in it as well towards the end where it is all black and you can only hear what's going on. And he goes like, you can hear like the quiver in his voice, and he goes, "You're making me not want to hit you." And he's going, has he fallen in love with this?
I will be forced to defend myself after
I just
pushing
can't
it.
quit you.
What movie is that from?
Brokeback Mountain.
Ah, yes, Bareback Mountain, as my father used to call it. Such an open-minded fellow. What? I've never seen that. You ever seen it?
No.
For the Gay Cowboys, isn't it?
No, I wouldn't be reluctant to watch it.
I
But-
didn't suggest you were.
I know, just putting that out there.
I'm just
I would watch it.
no one questioned you. I was like, but the Gay Cowboys. You're like, I'm fine with it. What's your problem? What's wrong with Gay Cowboys, man?
I watch the fucking Gay Cowboys. What, you saying I'm homophobic? Fuck you, William. You're homophobic.
Oh, we should live stream watching that with Paddy
Yeah.
and watch him pretend to be fine with it.
Should live stream watch it with my dad.
Fuck
Be
no.
even better.
My God, we'll all go to jail.
Yeah.
Because Paddy strikes me as the type of guy. He's like, I'm fine with guys, but if he saw two men kissing, he'd go. Ugh.
I know. Fuck's sake.
But they know, he's fine with it. But I think he doesn't want to see it. Your dad, even the notion that there could be two gay guys in the world, and they're in like fucking Alaska in a wee cabin, and that knowledge alone would annoy your dad.
He's not so bad. We'll give him a bad rap, but he's still behind the times a bit.
Well, also, though, he's what, 70?
Well, he's in his mid-60s.
That's fair. Yeah, it is fair. Like, I hate when people are like, oh, this 70-year-old person was homophobic. Or, they were born in the 40s. What do you think they think?
Yeah. I mean, Hitler, like, what else was he going to think?
It
It was the 30s, you know, everybody hated the
Yeah. My nanny can be a bit homophobic. My sister gets annoyed. I'm like, listen, she's still fascinated by the fucking microwave. Right? Colour TV's still a new concept to her. So, gay people still gonna rock our fucking world.
Episode 88. Jesus Christ.
Is that what we're on?
Yeah.
I think. What?
Patrick's on a wee race and he missed 88.
Why do you like idiot?
88's a big Celtic number. Celtic were formed in 1888.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
No, wait till we get to 188. Wait till we
must-
get 1,888.
No.
How long would that take? That would take us like fucking 40 years.
Yeah. But, down, down, down.
Hey, fellas, welcome. Paddy's just there in a fucking sleep apnea machine, strapped to a chair.
Welcome our guest
Yeah.
from the dead, Tim McGarry.
Him looking exactly how, like, the same. He is, like, because Get My Headpiece has been on TV since the early 90s.
And
He looked exactly the same in that.
Yeah.
So he's got the Larry David thing of, like, look a bit old when you're young. And then you get
And
old
then you
no
never
one,
look old.
No one notices.
Yeah. Patrick must be getting ready for the stag next week.
Where is it you're going?
We're going over to Liverpool.
Oh, fuck.
It'll be a good crack.
What have you got lined up? Bet you he tries to get a gig when he's over.
Probably.
Bet you he will. Because I would.
He's got a fucking full schedule next week because he's to come back and then do the fucking boxing.
That's fucking right. Will he even be drinking on your stag?
I don't know. I mean, he's fucking prime athlete now.
Oh, he's loving it, like.
But,
So all the ones doing the boxing, they're just like, yeah, dude, we're doing training. I'm like, I don't fucking care. I just want to see you punch each other.
see,
I don't want to see the magic. Just hit him.
we're over on tour that week, so that's why we just went, fuck it, we'll squeeze in a stag in between some of the dates. So we're doing Liverpool on the Monday, and then stags on the Tuesday, and then Manchester, fucking Leeds, Glasgow and Edinburgh.
It's a lot of
That's a big-
traveling for a stag, man.
I know.
What are you doing? What are you doing?
No, the stag's only in Liverpool.
Right, I thought you were like, oh, go this time.
I
We'll
thought you were
start in
joking.
Liverpool, we'll go to Leeds. And I was like, what the fuck? Go one place.
No, the stag's just happening in Liverpool, and then they're all heading back.
Have you ever been on a stag, or are you the first one to get married?
I'm the first one of my mates to get married.
You're dead young to get married.
Yeah. Have you had any, because we're the same age, have you had any mates
Nah,
stags yet?
no one's even engaged.
Yeah. See, I've been with Nicole from we were 15.
Fair
So,
enough, like.
Um,
But what I don't like in our generation, you're young to get married.
yeah. Whereas
Whereas Paddy fucking, I think he was married with kids already.
he had kids by a stage, I think. And he got married, I think, the same age as me.
Right, my parents had 5 kids in the house by this stage.
Yeah.
It's fucking mental.
Yeah, my man got married, I think, when they were 18. And then they had 3 kids by the time I think they were like 22.
Aye.
And then
Fuck non-stop.
non-stop.
No breaks in between.
So they're fucking...
My parents were saying,
Well,
to be
adults.
fair, 4 or 5 years in a row, there was like me and my brother and sisters are all like a year apart from each other.
Yeah.
Which is like, fuck me. At what point do you like pull out for a fucking second?
Yeah. They didn't believe in contraception.
Aye, the
Must have been Catholics.
my dad breeds like fucking no other. Like he just has so many fucking kids. It's hilarious. But yeah,
Good fertile genes.
Yeah. What do you think that is? Why do you think the older, like, we're so reluctant to settle down in ours?
I think because we have to work a bit more. I don't know. I think it is that we'll have to work more, and like you can't just
podcast friendly food I've picked.
a fucking job.
chop. So tell me, why do you think our generation just is reluctant to fall in love?
Because like
Oh, sorry, no.
you could just like, I think 50 years ago you went, okay, I'm gonna go into a fucking trade, and you learn how to do the trade, and you were happy enough being whatever that was, a plumber, a fucking mechanic, or like, you know, a bricklayer, and nobody sort of questioned that. It was like, yeah, that's a normal job, that's what people do, and you're gonna work at that for the rest of your life, you know, and you're gonna provide for your family. It's gonna be a decent, you know, living. Whereas now we were brought up and it was like, see, if you're not a fucking rocket scientist, you're a fucking failure.
I'm like, I can't get married. My food blogging page hasn't taken off.
Yeah, I need a year to just like be creative.
Do you know what it is? Our generation has dreams, and we're
Yeah.
stupid enough to think they'll come true.
Yeah.
Whereas the other generation was like, I have dreams. And everyone's like, do you? Fix the fucking pipes,
Yeah.
mate.
Fuck up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I want to be a dancer. Do you? Get on that roof, dance on some tiles and fix them, would you?
Exactly.
So, whereas we were like, no, my podcast needs to go worldwide.
Sorry,
But
I can't work.
I hate people like the ones you were saying that grind never stops. I get up at 4 a.m. I work until 2 the next day, and they're like, "Fuck up, mate.
Yeah.
If you've no money, it's because you're not working hard enough. Is it, or is it that the government's fucking bending us over and shafting us?
Yeah.
Is it that? Is it? I had a house by the time I was your age, because houses were fucking 20 quid
Yeah.
when you were my age.
My man, I think their first house, like, the first house they bought, the previous ones were burnt out of it. Like, so the house was like burnt to ashes.
Right.
So then it was just a shell of a house. So they bought it for like, you know, a $5.
Right.
And I went in and just like fixed
I
it.
have bought meals that cost more than that house.
Yeah. So you know what I mean? It's completely different. Whereas like you buy a fucking starter house now, it's
Yeah.
falling apart, and like you're paying it off for the next 30 years.
Yeah. And like the older generation are like, well, it was easier. Like in my day, we all had houses. I'm like, yeah, that's why no one can afford fuck all now.
Yeah.
Because everyone had houses back in your day. Have you ever seen The Big Short? You ruined it for everyone.
Yeah.
You ever seen The Big Short?
Yeah.
Fucking love that movie.
Great film.
Just made me hate bankers. Even more than I already do.
They're big fucking bankers.
Oh.
They're absolute bankers. But
Watch
yeah.
you struggle different ways to phrase bankers there. So
Yeah.
you're like, big bankers. Absolute bankers.
Yeah.
No, but I don't know what it is, but see, anyone who's just like, their job involves money. Like
Cunts.
an accountant. And I'm just like, fuck off. Because they're either boring or they're arrogant as fuck.
Or like in the Illuminati or something.
I don't know many in the Illuminati now.
Yeah. But up to some shady shit,
Yeah.
I'm sure. Have you had many gigs this week?
Have I? That's a good question. What day are we on Thursday?
On Thursday. Did you have any at the weekend?
Yeah, I did. Not Nuri. I'm in Nuri tomorrow. I did the Ballinhinch.
Oh, the Hinch thing.
The
with
Hinch Distillery with
Patrick
Paddy and Tommy.
Tommy.
It was good. It was good.
Where does that be? Is the bar called Hinch?
It's in Ballinhinch.
Yes, I know it's in Ballinhinch, but like, I've never heard of it.
I don't know how long it's been going for. I think it's a fairly new thing.
Yeah.
That's as you're coming into Ballinhinch. It's on like a right off one of the main roads.
Right.
Do you know, like the long winding road as you go into Ballinhinch? You just turn into there.
Oh, okay.
So it's in there.
I'm playing Ballinhinch on Saturday here.
Where you in?
Paddy Kelly's. We've played there from we fucking started.
Where the
Like,
fuck is that?
it's like in the main square.
Right.
You know, like facing the Herons.
Yeah. See, I had an ex that lived in Ballinhinch, so I was always there when I was younger, and I can't remember a fucking thing of it. I do remember walking around the town being like, any wonder the depression rate's so high?
Yeah.
But this is a boring ass town.
See that Paddy Kelly's? It's like a TARDIS. Because it's like, from the outside, it looks like a wee small fucking old style fucking pub.
Right.
But you go into it, and there is the old pub, but then there's like this big extension at the back of it. Then there's like a big smoking area, like decking. Then like a fucking bar, like built up as like a balcony. Then there's like a whole big fucking outdoor area with like food vans and all. It's like the size of fucking Thompson's.
Right. It's fucking massive.
Yeah, in the middle of Ballinhinch.
Is it one of those, like, you get in one of those, like, country bars? I know people are going to go mad that I'm calling Ballinhinch the country, but to me,
It is.
it is the country.
It is the country.
There's fields, it's the country.
Yeah.
It's outside of Belfast, it's the fucking country in my
absolutely.
mind. Where, like, loads of those, that's the only place people go.
Yeah, and it's bunged.
Yeah.
Like, see, during the summer, like, you can't move in it.
Yeah.
And I'm like, surely there's more people in here than live in Ballinhinch.
Yeah.
Surely there couldn't be that many people that live here.
I always get depressed by the notion of people who just drink in one bar. Do you know, like,
Yeah.
old dudes sitting with a pint being like, I've been coming here since I was 17. I'm like, fuck me.
No, what's worse? People our age that
Who-
that are at the same bar all the time. And they've already become a regular at like 25, 26,
Yeah.
and you're like, that's not good.
Yeah, you're like, fuck me, man.
That's not good.
Even at this age, I mean, not to judge anyone, if you like doing it, you like doing it. But I can't go out every weekend. I don't get excited. If I go out every weekend, I'm not excited by the prospect of drinking.
Going out. I
See, the best drinking you weren't planning on doing.
aye.
That's when you're just like,
when you get freed up and then somebody goes here
pints.
pints. Yeah,
You're like,
unreal.
yes.
yeah.
Oh, I haven't drank all month.
I done
Initially,
dry
didn't miss
January.
it. I think I'm kind of missing it now, but I can't drink, so.
I got bait in my dry January on Monday night there. So
On the 31st?
on the 30th, I went to see 1975
You made it all the way.
So I basically.
And if I was in
counts.
1975, I'd need some fucking heroin. So fair play, I understand.
You know what? It was quite good,
Yeah,
but
they're not for me. Like,
I mean, it's like
if you told me Matty Healy spikes drinks, I'd believe you. I'm not saying that he does. I've no proof that he does. But if I heard that,
it's
story,
such a
I'd believe
cunty thing to say because like you can't just accuse somebody with.
it. I'm not accusing him.
But,
I'm
like-
not accusing. I'm just saying I believe it
But I mean, like
with no questions.
you're just watching them, and I've seen them before. I saw them at Belsonic a couple of years ago. But I was just watching them on stage there and going like, there's something not right.
He gives
Like,
me the
he's
energy
so
of a
creepy.
guy who, if you're on a night out with your mates, he just walks over your table and starts talking to you and tries to join in.
Like you're in the smoking
Yeah.
area and he joins
And
in
he's
on your
like, "You look
conversation.
great, lads. Any menthols?" I'm like, "Fuck off, Matty Healy."
Yeah.
That's the vibe he gives me.
How's your cunt?
Yeah.
Fuck's sake.
Why do you talk to him? You know he comes over. Fuck off. I have a mate who, anytime we're on a night out, ends up making friends with the most weird cunts.
Yeah. they
Like,
just
you'll
can't
find a
tell
guy
them
covered head to toe in, like, shit. Like, just mud and blood.
but they're just too nice to not
Yeah.
talk to them.
Not even he'll initiate the conversation.
Oh, right.
Be like, he looks like interesting. He has stories. He's a nice guy. And this guy's being just like, "Hey, lads, can I come
He's
with
just trying to
this?"
fucking get content for his podcast.
I'm like, and he'll always bring him back to parties, and then the guy is really sketchy, and it happens every fucking time. Like, you won't even do anything weird, he'll just walk about, like, stroking the sofa and stuff, and I'm like, who is this guy? He's really putting me off. He's not actually doing anything wrong. He's just, like, walking up and smell it, like, opening DVDs and smelling them. I'm like, why is this guy here?
Are you eating them cornflakes?
He's just a fucking
Or can I
creep.
have them?
Yeah.
What are you doing with him, Molly?
Can I have a dry Weetabix, please? I'm like, why is it? Well, stop bringing him back.
Has anybody got any furry up liquid?
I've none in the house. Hey, take one of them bog rolls with me. Fucking creep.
Is anybody going to order some falafel?
A wee Palestinian fella will brought back.
What else is happening?
Were 1975 good though, or what were they like as a show? Spiky Boy aside.
Really good. Like, I mean, he's a great songwriter, and see
I
their
disagree, but
stage setup is
Yeah.
class too. Like, it's like a show. The way that
Yeah.
they had it, I know it's like a
yeah, it is.
but you know what I mean. It's sort of like it's not just fucking a load of dudes fucking playing music on the stage.
Yeah.
There's like more to it.
Because that's boring.
Yeah.
Do you know who's horrible for that?
Who?
Noel Gallagher.
Search party.
Oh, you guys know showmanship?
Well, there is like we'll do a bit of banter and shit.
bit of
Like, during-
mic swinging.
And you have to put a bit in. But yeah, you're
Yeah.
right. Noel Gallagher just stands fucking.
And I love Noel Gallagher, but you're there
Yeah.
like, and he doesn't play any of the fucking rockin' Oasis tunes.
Yeah.
He'll play Half the World Away
Yeah.
and the Slide Away and the Little by Little, and you're like, all right, little fat, I want to kill myself now.
But no, their stage setup. I think their last tour before COVID, like they done this thing, and the stage was sort of laid out like a city.
Yeah.
But this time it was like a 2-story flat. So and there was like a spiral staircase and then a front door, and all. And so the way they had it, it was sort of like a sitcom.
Yeah.
So there was like 8 cameras. When each band member came into the room, there was a camera on them, and they came up on the screen, and like it was like the name came down the bottom as
Aye.
if it was like the actor, and they came in and like flicked the lights on and like sparked up a flame, put the TV on and stuff, and like made coffee or whatever, fuck. So then they would start like playing the songs, and like more of the band came in, and there's like 8 of them now.
Right?
So it's a bit fucking nuts, but it was entertaining.
Yeah.
Um,
Have you ever been to see someone who you're going in, say you've got a free ticket or whatever, and in your mind you're like, this is going to be shit, and then by the end of it, you're like, that was fucking brilliant.
yeah, well, that's happened to me twice. I won the code 1 tickets to see, for 1, Drake, and then for 2, Nickelback.
Where was
Both
Drake?
of them were class. Drake was Free Arena in Dublin. I think we've talked about this before.
I was at this, yeah.
And it was like one of the most incredible fucking like stage designs ever. Like
Was it the big globe? Was up somewhere?
it
on the
was
stage?
just like the big the fucking whole stage is like a TV.
Yeah.
And there was one point it was like a basketball court. At one stage it was like a pool. At one stage there was a fucking Lamborghini flying around the arena.
I remember that.
Like, holy fuck.
And you're not a Drake guy. You're not a Drake
No,
fan?
like, I mean, I like the hits, but I'm not.
And to be fair,
He has quite a few.
he has a lot.
Yeah.
It was going the same. I was like, I forgot he even did this fucking song. Because a lot of rappers will do that. They'll do a minute and a half of one, and then they're on to the next one.
So
And he
his-
did that for about 43 songs.
Yeah. And the thing, you forget how many songs he like features on and stuff too.
Yeah, not even his own ones. He has that many features.
Yeah.
Or he's just on the chorus of one.
Yeah.
So even when he plays it, you're like, fuck, I forgot he did this. He
Yeah.
was. And his energy's amazing.
Yeah.
Like, I can take someone sounding bad live if the energy's good.
Yeah.
I take that over sounding great, but I'm bored.
Yeah.
And he doesn't
I'm trying
sound
to think of
incredible.
another. Trying to think of another good example of it.
Most rappers, that is.
Yeah. I suppose.
Yeah, I've spoken about it before. Kanye West, worst show I've ever seen in my life.
Really?
Awful. Awful. It was right, so it was 80 quid down. It was in Marley Park in Dublin.
Yeah.
You get the fucking 2 hour, 3 hour bus down. So you've drank your carry out that you've snuck onto the fucking bus within half an hour. You're needing a piss. It's a fucking grim way down. It was in a big fucking field. It was packed. You couldn't fucking move. The warm up was great. You had NERD or Pharrell.
Serious?
Pharrell was on.
That's great.
I can't remember. There was someone else on who was shit, and I can't remember. And then Kanye came out, and it was the Yeezus tour. So he didn't do any of his hits. He just did Yeezus stuff. I hate that album. And at one point, he puts tights on over his head. And he's like, my name is Yeezus. You must all address me as Yeezus. And then stops the show midway and goes, you guys are not making enough energy for me, and I will leave if you do not get better. And you're like, 80 quid, Kanye. Gold digger. Thank you. Shite, like. Shite. I hated it. It put me off him for years.
That's it. Because you would think it would be a great show, like.
It has all the makings of a great show.
Yeah.
He has the hits. He has the presence. And he was fucking terrible.
Yeah.
And it was being shit and boring is one thing. Being shit and arrogantly boring, like the problem is us. I
Yeah.
know you're fucking shite right now.
Yeah.
It was so. What's the worst one you've ever been to?
The one, not the worst one I've been to see, but the fucking biggest disappointment for me was Arctic Monkeys in Marley Park.
Right, see, I've heard this gig was great.
It was a great gig because you had Royal Blood. It was in like 2013, so Royal Blood like hadn't even any fucking songs out yet.
Right.
And they just came on, and everybody's like, "Holy fuck, Horizons!" Like they opened the show.
Yeah.
Then you had Jake Bugg,
Another boring cunt.
another boring comp, but
I love
Bangers.
Jake Buggs albums. Live.
yeah.
Boring.
Then you had Miles Kane.
He's great.
He's class, but Miles Kane was going for his like weirdo 70s porn star stage. You know, where he was wearing these like open shirts with like gold chains and like red tinted like gold rimmed
Why,
sunglasses.
when him and Alex Turner are together, do they look like they book a VIP table at Ollie's? When the two of them are together, it's like, has no one told you you look like cunts?
They're big cunts.
They are full cunts. And I love Last the Shadow Puppets.
Yeah.
I think that's an underrated as fuck band. But they're irritating.
Yeah. And then all three of those acts were fucking class. And then Arctic Monkeys came on. It was just like,
Was that Alex Turner? I'm not from Sheffield anymore. I'm basically Morrissey.
and they didn't even like that year at Glastonbury. You know, like it was that tour, and he's fucking, you know,
The hits.
giving it all the hits, and he's
Yeah.
like, he's doing that like, you know, American sort of frontman thing.
I just trying to be Julian Casablancas.
Yeah, but I mean, at least it was fucking energetic, and I don't know. I think he just turned up that day and went, "Fuck Dublin,"
Aye.
and fair play to him. Who likes Dublin? But
It's my most hated city.
yeah, we were actually talking about this last night. at practice.
Dublin and Paris.
What?
Two cities that are
never mind
regarded
Paris.
as like majestic places, and they were like, there's just heroin addicts outside nice buildings.
Yeah.
Paris is a fucking shithole.
No, nobody goes down. You don't go down to Dublin and come back up and say, I had a lovely day.
Yeah.
I don't think anybody has
You
ever
go, I was threatened 4 times.
and this went wrong, this went wrong, this went wrong.
Yeah.
Like,
Go, if you want to have a lovely day, go to Galway.
yeah. Oh, yeah.
That's the place I'll go to.
I went, we had got tickets a couple of years ago to see Catfish and the Bottlemen, and it was in Galway, and we left it too late to fucking try and book somewhere to stay. So by the time it came to the fucking gig, trying to book in somewhere, it was like 400 quid for a hotel room.
That's AIDS, man.
And it was like, fuck, what are we going to do? So we just decided we had to fucking drive down and drive back up that night.
That's sting. That's not
4 hours down, 4 hours back up.
I mean, I'll do that in one night for
For a
10
gig.
for a fucking 10 spot, like, but that's
Yeah.
still brutal.
But to go to a gig and do that is a minute. But we done it. And I still had a fucking good time. It was still a fucking great concert. Like, still had, you know,
Who drew the short straw and had the guy?
I think I done both. I think the plan was that Nicole drove down, I think, and then I drove back up, something like that.
Aye, fair.
But and then
In my mind, I was like, sure, someone can drink on the way down, and the other person
Can drink on the
way home.
back.
And I was like, that doesn't work. That doesn't work. That's no one driving home, man.
never say to somebody, like, if you're fucking doing a drive, here, do you want to drink on the way down?
Yeah,
I was going
and
to
then you'll sober up in the 3 hours we're there.
me and a fella from work, we had to go to Wexford for this conference over like a weekend or something, and he's like, here, do you want to stop and get some tins, and we'll have them once we get down there.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, sweet. And he like got like a fucking 12-pack or something of Coors, and had them sitting in the front. And we were like 20 minutes in. We were only going past Hillsborough, and Waxford's like 4.5, 5 hours away. And he just went, here, I'm just going to open one of these now. Is that alright? I was like, yeah, work away. Like, by the time we got past Dublin, he's going, oh, I'm it. Fucking yes, Lord shit. Why are we even going down here? Fucking stop already, I'm pissed. And we must have stopped about 6 times between Dublin and Wexford over the piss. And we got to the fucking, like, work put us up in some, like, wee farmer's fucking house.
You right?
Out in the sticks in Wexford. And, like, when we turned up, we were late by, like, I think we're only getting to the fella's house at like 11:30.
Right. Because you had to stop somewhere and
Yeah.
just do the fucking piss.
And we had left late as well, you know, from Belfast. And so like we pulled up, and the guy was fuming because it was just it was like a wee B&B. It's just somebody's house, and this wee farmer, he's out the front like going like, just giving us a fucking death stare.
Did
Like-
he have to do the host thing of showing you around the place?
Yeah, and he had to be like, oh, here's your room, here's like the toilet, and fucking, you know, if you need anything, here's all the supplies, and like, be like cool here, you know, just, and he gets out of the car.
Don't embarrass me in front of the farmer paddock.
And he's going like, oh, mate, what's happening? You good, Johnny Tin? And the guy was in no form. And I was like, fuck. And then he was like, here, I need to get the rest of the fucking drinks. And because he had got me stuff too,
Right.
and he went to lift the stuff out of the boot, and all these fucking bottles of Heineken just like fall on this first fucking driveway, and like 2 smice, and he's just looking at us like fucking idiots.
Yeah, fucking reprobates.
And but we got in anyway, and I went to my room, and the next minute I can hear talking out the back. I was like, what the fuck? And I went down. My mate was like out the back of the guy, and they were like 9 like best chums sitting smoking a fag together at like 1 o'clock in the morning.
How the fuck did they become mates?
I think he just went down and tortured him to be like, here, can I go out for a wee smoke here?
Right.
After the fella had locked up the house. And so I went out, and I was going, right, I'm going to make sure he's not like,
Just melting the fucking
Yeah.
guy, yeah.
and I went out, And turns out the farmer was like the most racist guy I'd ever met in my life.
Really, that farmer who lives in the middle of nowhere, in
yeah.
Wexford is racist?
Massively racist.
What was he saying?
I don't even know what if I want to go into
A
it.
lot of M-bombs?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he was talking about closest closest town to him was in Escorfy. It's about, half an hour away from here. And he's going, like my wee girl, she's away studying in Athlone there, and the wee lad, he's got a big job in the city. He's in a Scorphy. And
He's made it big. He's the talk of the town in a Scorfield.
and
All 17 of them love him.
he's saying, but he tells me he's not got a job at the minute now. He's getting the brewer, but he was telling me the other day, can't move in a place for all the foreigners. Says you couldn't go in there and not see somebody with a dark face. And I was going, fuck. And he went up the other day, and I'll tell you no lie, he went up and it says, no, you're not getting no more of your allowance because you haven't been working too long. And he says, oh, for fuck's sake, and he cracked up and he went out, and he came back the next day with a load of soot all over his face, and he says, will you give me some allowance now? At this stage, maybe it's drunk, but he was still in this frame of mind to like look at me and go, what the fuck? Like, I would just went, right here, we're going to head up to bed here.
Did he get the allowance in the end?
I didn't hear the end of the story, but he thought it was hilarious. He's going, into your fucking laugh. And I was just going, I need to head up
See,
here.
he can't work. His clan meetings are on a Thursday and he can't work on it.
So,
That's fucking mental.
we just went upstairs and went, I think that's the most racist thing I've ever heard in my entire life.
It'd been better if he did actually get the brew. I love it.
Ah, yeah, well, we'll give you it now.
But that's my family do that every time if they're ever in England. It's like you go over there's fucking Muslims everywhere, and you're like, yeah. We're a white as fuck country.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It's not everywhere is like us. It's to the point where people come here, they go, I've seen so many comedians go, you guys have no black people.
Yeah.
I saw Adam Rowe said, Louis C.K. said, like everyone's like, you guys are white as fuck. You don't even have like a little bit.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, even like Dublin's a bit more multicultural, and
Yeah.
it's just Belfast. Like,
Belfast's more multicultural than if you go to like fucking Ballymena.
oh, I know.
It's in Northern Ireland. I suppose it's,
But then there's random wee places.
why would you have moved here?
There's places like Dungannon, which is like 50% Portuguese. And you're like, what the fuck?
What?
Yeah.
What the
Well, not like 50%, but you know
We're
what I mean. It's
sitting
like,
on the beach in fucking Lisbon going, like, we need to go to Dungannon.
I want to work in Boyd Park.
Yeah. Why are you Speedy Gonzalez? It doesn't matter. I want to go to Dungannon. It's where all the fun is.
I'll tell you, we work in a mechanical plant. It would be great work for our
I've
family.
always dreamed of working in the Centra. I want to stack shells for Dale Farm. That is the dream. That's fucking insane.
I hear sausage babs are
Yeah,
great.
yeah. Have you ever had to pass the supper naked? This guy's went full Indian. I am Portuguese bastard. I'm not being rooms getting the questions up just in
Yeah.
case you're like, alright, that's not, I'm going to go on my phone. Okay, so we have a few here. Fuck, we have a good. Jared McFadden, any Mudblood merch on the go? We're talking about it, and we've talked about it from we started.
Wow.
But our thing is we want someone who can design it and make good stuff, because we don't want to just put out something with like mine and Patty's fucking face
on it.
badly put on it with a bad graphic, because that looks shit. I don't want to do that. Even if we just got fucking shirts with Mudblood on them at this fucking point.
Yeah. Just like even Mudblood podcast on a wee, like, on the breast.
It's so creepy.
Why did I need to say it
If I
like
get
that?
it, just right in the tit.
Get it on your bobby.
Get some braziers. Chris Duncan, when you taking Paddy to a Rangers match? I'm afraid Paddy is violently sectarian and will not go. He's all talk about this cross community stuff.
Would he not?
I don't think. I think he would. I'm only fucking. I don't know actually. I think we raised it before and he wouldn't go.
He definitely needs to go.
He should.
Just to even the playing field.
Yeah.
What would be worse
I
is to
went to
bring
the
him.
Celtic one.
Yeah.
I'm
well,
a wee plastic prod to be fair, but
it would be worse to bring him to a Linfield match.
I don't know.
I
Like,
would-
Rangers can be fucking pretty mad though.
Or a Northern Ireland
Although
match.
I wouldn't take him sit with like the fucking ultras like. Like I would just. I think I don't know if he would, but I think he should.
Yeah, definitely.
Because he took me to a Celtic match and just screamed at everybody in the area that I was a pro. And I was like, thanks for getting me shot, mate. Thank you.
See something that I was thinking about just before we came in here. I had to go down and collect posters. But I got them printed in the Black Taxi Depot. Have you ever been in the Black Taxi Depot?
Never in my fucking life.
Right. So you're unaware that it's like its own wee ecosystem.
Right?
So you go into the Black Taxi Depot and you've got like a cafe. And it's both for the taxi men and for the public. But it's also a shop. And they make the best chicken curry in
What?
Belfast.
They make a chicken curry in a taxi depot?
Yeah. And it's unbelievable. Then next to that you've got like a signage place that I think sells CBD oil as well. Then
Which I know what I love about CBD oil. Apparently cures everything.
yeah,
Say our Gene had cancer, doctors wouldn't work. Tried that CBD oil, cured.
leukemia
Cerebral,
gone.
cerebral palsy on you, do you? Fucking try some of that
CBD oil.
CBD oil, you'll be a gymnast in a week.
Just rub it on
Yeah.
your elbows.
You don't just a wee dab of it now. Had arthritis and psoriasis, both gone. CBD
Aye.
oil.
I had polio.
Yeah.
CBD oil.
I was dying of
Wiped it out.
consumption. CBD oil fixed that right up.
Yeah.
Sorry, man.
Had a leak in the ceiling.
Yeah.
Rub CBD oil on it. It's gone.
Yeah. My dad's dead 20 years, put some CBD oil in the grave, he's up working.
But it was just something, and there's a printers in it as well, and I go to get like all posters done for like the band and all.
Yeah.
And it was just as I was doing it, I went, this is a bit strange, just that this place exists.
Yeah.
Like,
For someone who's never seen it,
yeah,
weird as shit.
Yeah.
There's a lot of things, Westies in particular, do. Not even like, the other side, specifically Westies. You guys live in your own fucking world, like.
yeah.
Like, the way things are for you guys is not
People
like
I
that
work
anywhere
with and
else.
stuff, and they go like, "Here, I'm gonna go grab a bit of lunch." And I'm like, "I'm heading out too." They're going, "Where are you going?" I'm going to a taxi depot. And they're like, "What?"
Yeah.
And I'm like, "Come with me. I'm going to make a great chicken curry
Yeah, I wouldn't go with
or
you.
lasagna." And they're like, "Okay," and they go and rave reviews every time.
I'm not going with you to
No,
taxi
you
depot
have
for
to.
lunch.
You have to.
For the same reason I don't go to bus stations for fucking dinner. I'm not doing that.
But yeah, I just thought it was strange. Wanted to bring that up.
That is weird as shit. I've never heard of that. Let's see. Kane Cook. Assume you've seen the Tesco video. Did anyone ever try and film either of you while working? Did you ever do retail?
No, I've never really worked, a shit job.
Lucky you. See retail. See when someone's like,
Well, I work with my dad on
Aye.
the roofs. Just shit.
why? Because he's just slobbering at you the whole time.
Yeah. And just, it's a stinking job.
I remember working on a
Roofing
site
is-
for like a month and I fucking hated it.
Oh, it was so bad. I just, like, are we Gen Z fucking brains just can't
Yeah.
handle, having to lift shit out
I
of
don't
the
feel
gutter.
creatively fulfilled, father.
I am such a wee fucking bitch. Like,
Yeah, same. These are too heavy.
I go home and cry. 'Cause
My job for a month was literally to tear up curbstones or like tiles.
paint them.
Fucking tiles. Crack it with a sledgehammer, pick up the pieces, put them in a wheelbarrow for 14 hours a
I
day.
think that's a job they just made up for
Yeah.
you.
I genuinely think they were like,
Get him doing something.
yeah, I need something to do on the site. So they just gave me a hammer and went, away you go, wee man. I had to do that for like 14 hours a day.
Yeah.
Because it was my dad's mate was doing a favour for him. Because my dad was coming up to my GCSEs and he went, right, if you want motivation, this is the job you're going to do if you don't get exams. So he sent me off to work on it.
Yeah. See, funny enough, I think that's what fucking pushed me on. That, because I decided not to go to uni.
Aye.
Because the one course I wanted to go to was the one course I didn't fucking get into.
Aye.
And I was just like, you know what, I'm not gonna go. I'm not gonna go and just do fucking business or something.
Aye.
So I was like, I'll just work for a bit and then I'll fucking find my feet. And I went out with my dad and had to fucking take chimneys down and have spiders crawling all over me and go up and shovel shit out of a fucking like big industrial gutter. And I went, I'm never doing this.
It was my dad. Like I had this. I started at 7 in the morning on the first day. I didn't get back to 1 in the morning.
Yeah.
And I only got up because my dad's mate was like a workhorse. He would just go until the job was done. My dad had the phone and be like, right, will you fucking bring him home? It's been fucking ages. And the guy I was working with but no way Paddy tells all the stories about working on the site's good crack.
Yeah.
My dad didn't tell us before I started. This guy was notorious for being the most boring cunt to work with because he wouldn't speak. He
So
would
it's just
not
no
speak.
crack either.
No, silence. He wouldn't talk to you at all. It's not even like you're talking to him and you're like, you're fucking bored. He wouldn't speak. So 14 hours, you're just fucking donk, put it in the wheelbarrow. Donk, put it in the wheelbarrow. It was fucking awful. I hate it so. But no, working in retail, no one ever tried to film me. But
I would have been weird if somebody tried to film me breaking tiles.
Nah, it's your dad. But like,
Or the brew.
see when people like take footage of a retail worker being rude, I'm on the retail worker side.
Oh yeah, 100%.
See when they're like, a retail worker was rude to me. You've no idea how close every retail worker is telling you to kill yourself every 5 fucking minutes. It's the worst fucking job ever. Right? You're fucking underpaid. You're doing a load of work. You're taking a load of shit, and then someone comes over and being like, I ordered this exact thing, and it's not what I thought it was. You're like, fucking kill yourself then. You melter. I fucking hate retail. I hate how they treat retail workers.
Yeah.
Like, I know you closed up last night, but can you come in an hour to open again? And you're like, fuck off.
Here, you're a key holder now, so that means you get paid 25p extra.
Yeah.
But you have to come
But
in
no
an hour
holidays
before.
ever again, by the way, and you have to give us half your house. I fucking hate.
Yeah.
They treat them like shit.
People film us at our jobs now, but that's for a different reason. It's either they're going like,
And that annoys me.
what, people film you
During a set, yeah.
During a set.
You have no idea how, like, against the etiquette that is.
In comedy.
Yeah. In a club.
Yeah.
You do that in America, you're thrown out. You're not really allowed to do it. But here, no one enforces that.
Is it sweet of to take a photo but not film it?
That doesn't bother me.
Yeah.
What bothers me is releasing my material online by filming me off a shaky fucking camera.
Yeah.
But also, I might be working out a bit.
Yeah.
And a lot of my bits are quite offensive to start off with. And I work it down to what's acceptable.
Yeah.
But if you take the footage without the context and I'm just saying something really horrible, then that goes out.
Yeah.
Do you know?
That's true.
And it's not
Now-
like we can't practice it. We don't know the line until you've went over it or you've said something that's too
Yeah,
far.
yeah.
And we know it's too far because the room goes, no.
Yeah.
But it's
That's true. I never
it's like
thought about
someone watching you guys rehearse and you're having a shitty rehearsal and going, they're terrible, I won't go see them.
that. Yeah. Now, like, where we're concerned, fucking people taking videos is usually sort of a sign of, like, things are going good with this set, you know? But it's also awkward as fuck. Especially when you're doing, like, the acoustic stuff.
Yeah.
And, like, people come up and they're blocked. And you're, like, playing there.
Yeah.
And they're like...
Aye.
And it's so... Because you don't want to look at the camera. You know what I mean? So you're like, trying to play, but you're, like, looking, like, in every other direction. But and you're like... Because if I look straight at this person, it's going to be fucking weird. I'm going to have to make eye contact with them.
Yeah.
But
I have the benefit that if someone does that to me, I can literally turn the camera and be like, what are you doing right now?
yeah.
But
But we can't, like, in the middle of a fucking song. But I encourage people to, if people want to take photos, like, go ahead, like, tag us in it. Fucking makes us look busy on Instagram. But the other thing is that, like, we have to watch what we play. And, like, in terms of sets and stuff, because we would play one night in Dundonald, the next night we're playing up the west. So, like, no matter where we go, if people ask us for songs that sort of affiliate themselves with either side, like, we just have to plain out say no, because, like, you know, as you said, like, the context thing, you know, somebody could be like, my girl, died there,
Yeah.
and her favorite song was Grace.
Yeah.
And like it was the song she got married to my granda with, and like I was born and conceived that song, and like and you're like, okay, yeah, we'll play it, and then you play it, and then everybody's like, I will die, and starts taking videos of you,
Yeah.
and then it's like, oh, I were brilliant last
Yeah.
night in the films, and then I can't wait to see them again, and.
In Ruby's Bard and Donald.
Yeah, the next
Yeah.
night, and they're looking at our story, and
Yeah.
they're like, "Oh, so that's
Yeah.
That's-
My
that's
grandad
who they are.
died, and could you play Follow Rangers in his memory?
but what I mean is that like if that bar in Dundonald then shares our page and it's like, oh, we've got I in the bar tonight between 7 and 9, then somebody looks at our story and sees like us sitting playing fucking Ravel songs,
Yeah.
and they're like, they're getting put in the back of a car.
Yeah. We'll finish up on this one. Watch Paddy's video with Fabu D. It was great. Would you try and get him on the show? What the fuck? Did Paddy do a video with Fabu D?
Who's Fabu D?
The Black Paddy. That's not me being racist. That's what his character is.
Yes, that's right. Was that ages ago? Did he play? I think he played a gig up here, and Patrick was support maybe.
Was he on the Empire?
Might have been.
And what was the video? I didn't see this.
I don't know. Maybe somebody's just being really racist.
No.
I like talking about that KSI video.
Yeah. Fuck your dad's in you, like.
I'm not saying it. I'm not saying it.
You don't.
But KSI thing's a bit mad, isn't it?
Mental.
Holy fuck.
The best part was he had no idea who it was. And he's like, who the fuck's KSI? And I'm like, only the biggest, one of the biggest celebrities in the world. No
Yeah.
idea, never heard of him. I'm like, you are 40 as fuck, like.
Yeah. I remember watching KSI when he didn't have a camera.
I was just
Like-
his computer fucking screen.
It was just like him playing FIFA and him doing a voiceover of it. Like
Yeah.
beast mode and all.
It's mad that that's what he got big on.
Yeah.
But he just got big from consistently working on that.
Yeah.
Like, he would do, like, fucking 4 videos a week and shit.
Yeah, the thing that got him really big was he done this journey to Division 1 with his Ultimate Team.
Mm-hmm.
So he really popularized Ultimate Team because I remember the first year of it.
No one played it.
Nobody played it
Because it wasn't what it...
and you had to pay for it to begin with. Like it was like an add-on, so it was like an extra tenner, and you couldn't find a match on it, and you know the marketplace and all was shit.
Did no icons, did no special cards.
Yeah.
There was no real... it was like, do you want to play FIFA, but with fucking
Yeah.
Burnley's fucking centre back
Then
and Chelsea's striker? You're like, nah.
and they actually had done it before that in a game, like there was a Champions League game that came out, like 06, 07 or something, and they had tried it on that and nobody played it. But then the second year of it on FIFA, he done that. Road to Division 1 where he took like a team with like fucking no money and like tried to, and then he made all the like the funny compilations of like, you know, people scoring against him and like him raging and stuff.
Yeah.
And it just blew up.
No, I've spent so much money on Ultimate Team this year.
That's sad.
It's so sad. It's so sad. I know that. I'm never happy anytime I do it. I spent like £100 on it. I'm like, what am I doing?
You get so immersed in like a game, and then you turn around and you go like, "No, what? I'm going to just work at this, and then I'm going to be level fucking
Yeah, and
88, and then
And then you go out in the real world and you're like, it means nothing.
that means nothing."
That being said, though, my team's fucking amazing.
Who have you got in your team? I'm interested now.
I've got
bet it's
Zidane.
Right, no, go from start to finish. Like, who's in that?
Jesus Navas.
But Jesus Navas
Isn't Navas the PSG kid?
Keylor Navas.
Keylor Navas. Sorry, not Davis. Sorry.
He's got a winger,
Yeah,
a 5'5" winger, and that's
Yeah, Navas.
aye,
Centre back, I have Mascherano.
right.
And
Is
Malachi.
Mascherano a fucking
He's a
legend
hero.
card?
He's a hero card.
Jesus Christ, I'm
So a
old.
hero is like just below icon.
Right,
Not
right.
quite an icon, but a
Okay.
hero. Then I can't remember who my right back is. My left back's Cancelo.
Right.
Midfield's Mateus. Pogba, 90 rated. Fucking unreal card. Such a nerd. Centre attack, I've got Puskas.
Right.
Other one's Zidane.
So it's like a 4-2-2-2.
4-2-2-2.
Right.
Then up front I have Papin
Right.
and Smolarek.
Fuck me. That's what,
It's a
four legends or
Yeah, it's a
something?
91 rated theme. I told you I've been working
Fuck
too
me.
much. I'm gonna go home and play it. I want to get to Division 1 for once.
I've been playing Assassin's Creed, honestly. And you know what? It's been my, like, wee pampering session to go
Yeah.
home and play that.
See, since I stopped drinking, I reward myself now
With
with
playing games.
PlayStation.
That's actually been my fucking dry January thing.
Yeah.
It's like any time I would have been fucking going out, or like instead of like having like one beer at a fucking gig, I'm
Yeah.
going to go home.
Yeah,
and play
instead of
fucking
going out
Odyssey.
drinking, dancing, fingering someone, I'm like, I'm doing my objective card for Pogba.
I'm doing SPCs.
Yes, you come out to the club, mate. I can't have to score 7 finesse goals inside the box on minimum difficult. Like, I'm fucking such a nerd. The guy Fabu Day, I've never met him, but I do know that I'll finish on this story because I fucking love this story. Someone told me this. I never met him, but he did stand up for a while.
Well, I assume he still does that.
Not as much, but a little bit. But
Yeah.
this was his own hour show. It was somewhere in Dublin. And this comedian was telling me he had like a DJ and all. It was like a Dave Chappelle block party, and the DJ would like play shit while he was on stage. So he's on stage, he'd tell a joke, and people laugh. And the DJ would be like, wah, 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 wah. Yeah, right? And he'd have the people up and dancing and shit while doing stand up. It was weird.
Yeah.
And the guy who went to see it's like a stand up purist, and he's like, I was fucking fuming the entire time I was watching it. I hated it. But then he had a sad bit in the show. He's telling the story. He goes, I don't want to bring the energy down, guys. I just have to tell this story. Earlier this year, my dad died.
Yeah.
And then the DJ by mistake just went, wah, 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 wah.
He hit the wrong button.
Yeah.
Or is he just a cunt?
He didn't mean to hit anything. And I remember the guy told me, I was like, that was the funniest thing I've ever seen in my life. Hey guys, my mum died of cancer. Remix.
Get up!
Yeah.
Woo!
Din, 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 din.
Canto! Giovanni! I have one of them wee party mixers over there with all those sounds on them. And it's like, jump, 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 jump!
Is it like when you get a keyboard and fucking
Yeah.
DJ? Ooh, yeah. Ooh, dictionary. Do you have that?
Yeah.
So all you'd hear in music class is someone taking their headphones out of it going, dictionary. The teachers question every life choice she's ever made.
Oh my god.
Ooh, yeah. Ooh, whip, whip, whip.
Music teachers are making a fucking racket. Because, like, how many times first to third year did you come in and go, just playing the keyboards?
One more time. Like that was for 3 years.
You know, I'm learning music. Like, and then I done GCSE, and like none of us knew what the fuck music even was. Like, and we like all done horrendous, and they were like, "Well, any fucking wonder." It was, like they shouted at us because we were like, "How the fuck can you not read notation?" And you're
Yeah.
like, because it's sat for 3 years, like pressing a remix button, or like putting on the bossa nova backing track and trying to like turn the volume up.
I used to love the man's going just slowly until it's like screaming. I remember there was a guy in my school immediately, and he did loads of computer classes, and he failed them all because every time he'd just go in, he wouldn't talk to anyone, go in, sit down, put down his bag, and you'd look at him halfway, like we'd all be doing like making websites and design stuff, and you turn around, he's just on Skybet. For like 4th and 5th year, the dude was just fucking Skybet flat
What
out.
was he fucking betting on like Thursday morning?
Fucking like Lithuanian fucking hockey. He was betting on everything. And they'd be like, Thomas, get off that. You shouldn't be gambling. He's like, all right, sir. Just wouldn't change it.
Or one we fucking in I think it was second year. We only got to do ICT for half a year because for the first half of the year, we had these new computers in because the top floor of this building was like on fire the year before, so the whole place got redone. New computers, none of them had like the fucking like blockers on yet.
Aye.
It had some, but like not all the sites were like blocked. But we just kept putting on leak spin And no, it has that wee song that goes dum ding da da dum da 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 dum bum bum ba da dum ba
And
da
what
da
was
dum.
spinning?
Oh, I like an actual like it's like a wee
Right.
it was like a wee cartoon.
I know,
It wasn't meat spin.
I was thinking of
I-
meat spin.
Not to
You
be
spin me right around.
Not to be confused with meat spin. Like,
It was just a guy's dick just swinging.
well, that would have been obviously more troubling. Lake spin was more annoying, and I think that's why we chose that strategy because like there was what 25 or something of us in the class, all round computers, and the teacher couldn't do nothing about it. So like all the computers had like the fucking speakers plugged in them.
Yeah.
So like, so you'd be trying to fucking teach us about fucking Excel or something,
Aye.
and all you'd hear is dum, 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 dum. And she's like, boys, whoever that is, can you turn it off? And there would no like minimize the fucking
Aye, but not silence
the
it.
screens, so like you couldn't see whose computer it was. So she had to like orally like try and work out who it was, and by the time she got over to him, you would just hear it going dum 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 over the other side, and then just there was 5 of them going off at the same time. And so they just says, right, you aren't allowed to do ICT anymore. They just took the subject off us.
I used to love that in school when there was like websites that'd be outside of blockers because there's no way they could have thought of this website.
Yeah.
And your friend wouldn't tell you what it is, just like go on to mylazysunday.com. It's really funny. You're like, what? Yeah, just check out My Lazy Sunday. And then
See
you
what-
go on it, it's just 3 old men in a shower, and you're like, why did you show me this?
Have a look at lemonparty.org. You're going, okay, let's see what it
What was Lemon Party again?
I think it was old dudes pissing on each other.
It was. Yeah. Mate, watch the Pain Olympics. It's really fun.
A Serbian movie.
And there were so many of those websites
Yeah.
where it was the grossest thing.
Blue Waffle.
Ah! I hated that one. I
I
that
hated
one.
Blue Waffle because the rumor got out too quick. It
Well,
was
yeah.
it was like an epidemic that mutated too quickly.
Yeah. Yeah.
So everybody knew.
You'd
don't go
only.
near that
Yeah.
shit.
Those websites only worked if the person really didn't know what it was.
Yeah.
So,
So I actually
yeah.
never saw Blue Waffle.
Yeah, yeah. Meat spin's fucking hilarious though.
Meat spin.
You spin me. Every time I hear that song, I just see that dude's dick in my mind just spinning.
Oh, fuck me.
Well, on
Nice.
that, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us this week. We'll be back next week with Paddy and a guest. Anything to promote, John?
Yeah, we're away on tour here. I think after this comes out, we'll be playing Liverpool in the Jacaranda on the 6th of February. We'll be in the Castle Hotel, Manchester on the 9th. We'll be in Santiago's, Leeds on the 10th. Broadcast Glasgow on the 12th. And Sneaky Pete's Edinburgh on the 13th.
Unreal, sir. Get to those if you can. A handful of tickets left for my Glasgow show. Tickets are out now for my Edinburgh show, and my London show will be on sale soon. Go to those. Thank you very much for joining us. Goodbye.
Thank you.
I feel